Hello.
Yeah, there we are. We're going.
We're live.
Live
And we're live.
What's that from?
Sky Sports.
Oh, yeah, never seen it.
Live on the balcony. Coffee in hand.
I drank all mine already. Should probably have gone to the toilet before we started.
I still have lots of mine. I'm sipping it. So
Sipping.
it's like a slow release of caffeine throughout the podcast. You know?
It's a good idea.
Conserving.
That requires some sort of self-control, which is something I don't really have.
So we're off. We're not on the beer.
No. We've got a big day today.
We do.
Formal occasions.
Formal occasions, and we can't be showing up sloppy.
Yeah, need
Even
to be
tipsy.
sharp. Yeah.
We do need
I'm
to be
in
sharp.
my formal Crocs.
I see that.
Yeah. Formal
Wonderful.
Crocs, leisure wear.
Yes.
We're both wearing tracksuits. It's really not looking like the beginning of a formal day.
No, it's not. I'm wearing a Columbia jersey and a pair of tracksuit bottoms from Decathlon.
Yeah.
Which has become my little outfit for the weekends.
Really?
I'm going back to tracksuit bottoms, mate.
Yeah.
In a big way.
I was thinking that maybe just stop caring about what I wear so much and just dress for comfort all the time.
We're
Like
30,
a baby.
We're in our 30s.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck about us. How we look. In fact, people actively dislike us.
I went out the other
When they
day
see us.
in grey tracksuit and grey sweater top, so it just looked like a big sort of gone off sperm.
Yeah, and
I felt fine.
And like that's what people come to expect.
Yeah.
So, fuck it.
They look at it and go, there's a man who's ready to die.
Yeah.
There's a man who's completed everything he wants to do in life and is now just waiting for that final journey. But he's
Well-
too lazy and cowardly to kill himself.
I don't know about the final curtain,
Yeah, okay.
but there's a man who's
We're on a different page here.
Yeah. Jesus, how many beers do you have last night? Huh? But yeah, there's a man who's just says fuck it. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
But
Fuck
we
it.
are going to get dressed up later on to
Yeah.
go to this event.
Wearing my gold chain.
The gold chain is back.
The gold chain's back.
So Tom went through a phase a few years ago and he wore a gold chain all the time.
I had several gold chains ranging in size from large to extra large.
Yes. He got a lot of funny looks,
Yeah.
especially down in certain parts of Barcelona.
Yeah.
People were looking and going, what the fuck is this guy wearing? This white English dude.
This,
Coming around
this
here.
sunburnt man.
Yeah. Pretending he's fucking Flavor Flav. Huh? Is that a person? Flavor Flav's a person.
I believe
He's
he's a rapper. Yeah.
Yeah. I know cultural references.
You know rap.
I'm a big man for the rap.
Yeah.
Huh?
Give us a
The
rap.
chicken rap.
Can you rap?
Punch
The
watch.
chicken rap. Yeah.
Slap the belly.
There you
So
go.
that's me slapping my
Mine,
belly.
I was worrying about mine the last few days because we got a formal occasion, which means I have to wear a shirt and then tuck that shirt in. It's going to be an
mate.
absolute disaster.
I know. Do you know what? I was doing grand up until yesterday.
Yeah.
Few pints or a few after work beers,
And you get bloated.
and then we had a bloody arepa last night
Oh,
with meat and
Yeah.
all the cheese and all the stuff.
anti-inflammatory.
Yeah,
That's
look
a
at
word.
me now. I'm a mess.
Yeah.
Although I did go get a haircut.
Yeah.
today.
Now, let's talk about that.
Yes.
What haircut did you ask for?
I asked for a low fade,
A low fade.
so a zero kind of just above the ears
Yeah.
job, and then just go up progressively.
And you've got what we call a Spanish low
A
fade.
Spanish low fade.
What would you call a Spanish low fade back in Ireland?
Well, you call it high fade.
A high fade, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what you've got again.
So it's high,
Yeah.
it's tight, and it's not what I asked
Yeah.
for, which is typical.
Occasionally I bully you for looking like a Lego man.
Yes.
This isn't doing you any help with it. It now looks like they've just pulled off your Lego hair
Yeah,
and put on a different Lego hair.
I know. The fucking guy, like, I was, because he started off so well, I was like, fuck, he's actually going to do it.
Hmm.
It's like a nice one. This is exactly the haircut I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And then he proceeded to keep on buzzing away there.
I like
like
that he
fucking
gave-
Billy-O.
He put in the little line for you to say like, hey, is this all right? And then just
Aye.
ignored his own line
I
and went
know.
for the high
Just
fade
went with his
anyway.
own fucking one, like.
Yeah.
Anyway, but he's a nice guy. He's a guy
Yeah.
from Ecuador.
Ooh,
He's cool. Like,
the
I like him.
Ecuadorian low fade.
But yeah, he can't do a low fade.
Yeah.
Nobody can do it. They just don't do it here.
This is a problem that keeps happening to you.
Yeah.
The ballad of Michael McGreevy getting his hair
Fucking
cut.
haircuts, man.
Yeah.
But sometimes, don't get me wrong, sometimes it's nice to have a wee bit of a higher fade, but like, I wanted specifically a low fade today. and-
Yeah.
Oh, woe is me. Poor me. Poor Michael.
I had
Huh?
a fade once. Do you remember when I had a fade?
It looked good on you. I thought it
Yeah.
looked good.
It was very uncomfortable.
No?
Too much wind around my ears.
You do get the fair blast of the...
Yeah. I like my
Blast
hair.
Oh,
Lanky and dirty.
listen, let's be careful. We almost went down the weather route there,
Oh.
and we've made that mistake before.
Can't
Wouldn't
do
be
the
the
weather
first
route.
time that we've gone down the fucking weather route. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Anyway, feedback from last week's podcast.
it's good.
People liked it.
It's good.
Short and sharp. So it
I
was.
think one of the polls about my Michael Jackson conspiracy theory may have offended some Michael Jackson fans, so we need to apologise for that.
Yes.
Or
But then again, do we need to apologise?
No, and maybe I'm right. I still think I'm right. I found another conspiracy theory today that was actually interesting.
Oh.
Glitter.
Glitter?
You know
Purpurina
glitter?
in Spanish?
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You're speaking Spanish at me. Yeah, glitter is 80% of the world's glitter is bought by a single entity, and no one knows who it is.
Seriously?
And if you contact glitter manufacturers and ask them who that entity is, they will say, we're not allowed to comment on that.
Glitter?
Yeah, there's someone or something using glitter, and anonymously, a CEO or a manufacturer in the glitter industry was asked about it and said, I really can't say anything about it.
Well, I automatically assumed like Crayola or somebody like this was ordering all the glitter, but...
Well, when they asked this person about it, he said, I can't say who the biggest buyer of glitter is in the world. And they said, why not? It's like, because they don't want you to know that the product they rely on this much is glitter.
Oh, so
yeah.
What is a product that has that lot of, like, maybe you think it's something else, but it's actually glitter that's causing the shine or whatever? It's some kind of knockoff.
I'm thinking
operation.
the stuff in toothpaste, the bits,
the
could
bits,
be that.
The little bits in those like Aquafresh or whatever. Oh,
yeah, but why would they be so secretive about it? Why would they be like...
It's time for a podcast highlight.
Oh, you going?
Bye.
I'll see you in a few hours.
You later. Bye, adios. People leaving now.
People leaving as soon as we start podcasting. See you in a bit.
Bye, see you.
It's the effect that our conversation has on people.
People don't want to hear it.
Disperses them. Oh, fucking mute that dog. Mute that dog.
Jimmy. The people, the listeners will pick that up, won't they?
Oh,
look, you can hear his little legs coming.
Here she comes.
Jimmy.
Does this imply that I'm meant to be looking after Jimmy today?
So your significant other did say something about you bringing Jimmy to a formal event. I didn't realize it was a dog. I thought obviously there's a Guinness the dog, but I didn't realize other dogs were going to be present.
I mean, I don't think it's a good idea to bring Jimmy. She's eaten more than the usual poisonous foods today. Yes. She had a bite of that plant I was watering, which is notoriously bad for dogs, and now she's drinking puddle water.
She is. She's gone and shuffled away.
A recipe for a poopy dog. Sometimes she's like those Play-Doh machines. You know, you just squeeze her and all sorts of mess comes out. Anyway, back to glitter.
Back to big
so I was thinking toothpaste, but then why would they be so secretive about it? Because they'd just be like, that is what we do it for.
Imagine it was glitter.
I think it's a military thing. They must be... What?
What are they doing? Like, what are they doing?
Do you reckon it's just like soldiers to relax and unwind after a day of killing people? Just have like big just fancy glitter flights, just throwing glitter at each other. Oh! Woo! That's what they're actually doing in the Navy.
Well, I was thinking, is it used for like a ceremony, some dark ceremony?
Well, I don't think you've got to stop going down this occult route.
So, like, bunch of lads, bunch of CEOs, they all strip off, cover themselves in glue, and roll in glitter, and that's part of the ritual.
But this is 80% of the world's glitter is being used by a bunch of CEOs.
Well, how much glitter you need to cover a man? A lot. You know what I'm saying?
80% is like so much glitter.
I mean, if we saw 80% of the world's glitter now, would it stack up as high as that building?
Well, this is the poll of the week, isn't it? Let's unpack this question. Who needs viewers to send in questions when we're asking ourselves the big questions? Yeah. How much is 80% of the world's glitter? I think if you hollowed out that building and filled it, I don't even think that would put a dent in 80% of the world's glitter.
Seriously?
I reckon it's huge amounts of glitter.
There's that much? Fuck. Yeah, well, listen, listeners, let us know your thoughts on this. Who's buying all the glitter? What are they doing with it?
Yeah.
Is it something nefarious? I mean, it's bound to be something nefarious if they're not willing to share the information.
Yeah.
I think It's something to do with these lads that are fucking worshipping owls, that are up to no good, and they're rolling around in glitter, and there's nothing wholesome about it.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
I think
and I stick by it.
I think they paint military planes with it, so they're sparkly. So when you're looking across the horizon trying to spot a plane to shoot down, you just go, "Oh, that's far too fabulous to be threatening. I'm not going to shoot it."
So cute.
Yeah.
I just wave the plane. Fucking bombs that can.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh dear. Well, that's a very interesting little tidbit of information.
And I also found out a side useful bit of information when I was researching my toothpaste hypothesis.
Yes.
All toothpaste, no matter what brand it is, no matter how much it costs, is the same thing.
Now, I always suspected this, but I feel a fact check coming on. I feel it. Back to the podcast. Or fact checking the podcast.
Okay.
Just ignore that.
Let's check those facts.
It's actually true. Well, I googled it and it was true, but I'm not a dentist.
Someone said all toothpaste is the same, and the same with like painkillers and stuff. Like it doesn't matter if you're buying like Tesco's aspirins or like brand name aspirin. It comes out of the same factory and it's the same thing. And it has to be because
it's like generic.
It's a medicine.
It's just branding.
Yeah,
really.
You're buying the packaging.
No, I suspect you could be onto something there, now, Tom.
Fasting
Fairness to you.
We're really making enemies in the corporate world here by blowing them wide open.
We are. We're exposing the bloody what would you say?
The ugly underbelly of who knew capitalism could be so bad until Tom and Michael came along.
I know. Yeah. We're really educating the people.
Yeah.
They're going to be listening to this going, fuck, these boys know their stuff.
This is a communist podcast now.
Yeah.
I don't even know what communism is. Like,
I mean, it's hard to sort of pin down because people have different definitions.
Yeah.
But hey, we're not going to give our definition because people are going to say,
we don't know.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
So
all I know about communism is from Chernobyl. So as far as I can work out, communism is when you...
the television show?
Yeah. The only HBO show that isn't following the HBO format.
Yes, of the father who doesn't, not quite sure what to do.
The dysfunctional family in the remarkable situation.
Yes.
Not Chernobyl. Yeah. Now, should they remake it and follow the HBO format? Yes.
I mean, would they get more products?
Well, that's one we could make, maybe.
It could be one we could make.
Just you and me living a crazy lifestyle in deep in the building of Reactor 4 as the plant melts down around us. But that doesn't matter because we're just trying to sort out our relationships.
Yeah. And we're just trying to make sure we have enough glitter to to last us. Yeah. Oh, God. What are we talking about?
I don't know.
We've gone down a rabbit hole, my friend.
Just thinking about glitter all the time now.
Were there specific things that we had decided to talk about this week?
No.
We missed in previous weeks because we lost a podcast.
Oh, yeah. Did we miss anything?
And there were things that we talked about.
Check the notes section of your phone app.
Here's a nice one.
Okay.
Now, I received a lovely message today from a I'm not going to name him because I don't want to embarrass the man.
Okay.
A good friend of the podcast.
Yes.
I would say he's part of the brotherhood, if you like. He told me that he really related to my talking about the teenage blushing story.
Oh, yeah.
And that he used to blush, and that he was so happy to hear someone like me,
someone he could finally relate to,
say that I also had the same problem, right? And he reached out to me, right? But then it got me thinking about another topic that we didn't talk about, but which we meant to talk about, and I had made a note on my little iPhone here.
Yes.
My iPhone 7. But when the Patreon money comes, baby, you better believe it's going to be an iPhone 8.
You can upgrade to the iPhone 8.
Yeah.
Michael's iPhone 7, by the way, is just a Nokia 3310 with a disposable camera tape.
So, here was the thing. When you were young, when you were a little boy, Tom.
Yes.
Little small Tom.
Yes.
Right? And you were watching something on the television.
Yes.
It might have been a movie. It might have been a TV show.
Yes.
And you saw a woman. But this was the first time that you really saw a woman.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, like, something moved inside. You got a flutter in your stomach.
Yeah.
Your pupils dilated.
Yes.
And you might have even got a wee small bit of a feeling.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. I'm not going to say anything graphic.
Yeah.
Because this is a family podcast. Now, who was that woman you saw?
Thomas the Tank Engine. I don't I really don't properly remember, but I remember I don't know, probably the chick from Jurassic Park on one of my many rewatches, just being like,
I get that.
And just noticing she's beautiful.
Yeah.
What's her name? Laura Dern.
Laura Dern, yeah. And she had those shorts.
Very short shorts, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
Do you know who Hines was? The only one that I can think of at the moment, anyway, because I remember I was like, what is going on here? Because I was only I'd say 8 or whatever at the time.
Yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. Do you know?
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
She was proper crazy and all in that movie.
Yeah.
But I was watching it going, is this Batman? Is this normal?
Yeah.
You know? Is this how you're supposed to feel?
But you were attracted to her
this?
because she was crazy and a bit weird.
I don't know. There was just something going on there.
And
it wasn't even the cat suit. The bat suit. Oh no.
Busted.
Oh, no.
Is that the one where George Clooney's got the nipples on his bat suit?
No, that's later. This
yeah.
is Batman Returns.
Yes.
Right? But it wasn't even the cat suit.
Yeah.
Although it was the cat suit a little bit. I'm not going to lie. But it was it was before the cat suit. I just saw her and I was like, oh my God, but I was, whatever your 8-year-old boy brain says was well, that's strange.
Yeah.
That's what it was. That's strange. Just, I don't know. I didn't really know what it was. But that was the first one who made me...
Made you jump.
Made me jump.
Okay.
Made me kind of squirm a little bit in my seat.
It's
a curious thing.
It's a weird thing, yeah. Because, and now are we going to have to edit out because I'm going to talk about things I don't fully understand.
What?
There must be guys who just never get that. And then they're like, oh, I must be gay.
Do you think so?
Yeah. It must work. Well, maybe it works the opposite way. Maybe they see a guy, and they're like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They see, who could they see? Who, your man Arnold Schwarzenegger or something like that?
No, I don't think.
Because
classically, that's just a very muscly man, not an attractive man.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to think of an example of what a gay fella might think was,
I think Ryan Gosling in Drive.
But we're talking when you're small, our age, guys.
Oh.
Do you know what? We have gay friends. Let's ask them if they can tell us.
We're going to out them on the podcast and get them to tell us.
Oh, we're not going to say their name, obviously, but our friends are out. But
yes.
If any of our listeners are of that persuasion, if you're a gay man, person, or a gay woman, we're not exclusionary. Or a gay person.
How about anyone?
How about anyone?
Anyone can just let us know
We're open.
The first thing how do we talk about it?
The first thing that made you notice the opposite or the same sex.
We might have to cut this out because we're essentially saying, send in your childhood sexuality stories so that we can listen to them in private and enjoy them.
Okay, this might have to go. Is this going to go?
Okay, well, I don't know. I'll decide in the editing studio, but please
we're not trying to be weird or perverted or anything like that. We're just curious. No.
This isn't that kind of... Yeah.
We're just curious to know what were your first crushes. I mean,
yeah,
why did I make it so convoluted? All I need to say was first celebrity crush. Why did I have to go into all this made you squirm in your seat and all this bollocks? Why did I have to do that?
No.
There's no need for that, Michael.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
First celebrity crush. And we'll leave it at that.
Fuck me. I'm sweating.
Yeah.
I'm panicking there.
I mean, I'm sweating anyway.
Okay, we'll have to do a short one this because we have an event to go to,
and
we must shower. I have to shave my legs. I have to do lots of things.
I should shave.
And so I put out the word.
Okay.
To the good folk that contribute, that listen through the pod.
Okay.
For some questions. Do you want to know how many questions we've received?
How many?
1.
Now, did you do this an hour ago?
Yes.
Yes. So there's the problem, Michael. You need to be doing it a few days before.
I forgot.
Yes.
Anyway.
We'll
improvise, adapt, and overcome.
Yes.
As I said many times.
Yeah.
Now, anonymous.
Okay.
An anonymous question.
Yeah.
The person isn't anonymous because I can see who sent it. But the person is requested to be anonymous.
Okay.
And is asking, or rather, slanderous, borderline offensive question.
Go on.
What size T-shirt does Michael wear? Now, I know who you are, and I know what you're trying to say, and I'm going to tell you right now, I will have my revenge for this. What size T-shirt do I wear? The answer to that question is it used to be small, right? But over the past year, it is now a medium. I'm a medium boy now.
Yeah, and it's looking a bit tight across the paunch.
Excuse me, this is a small.
Okay.
So this is actually from previous times.
Yeah, that's a Colombian small, though.
It's Colombian small.
Yeah.
There's a bit of stretch there.
Yeah, it's a sports shirt.
Fuck's sake.
The
Anyway.
problem is your biceps, though, are just so disproportionately large to your body. You're like a weird budget Popeye. Poundland Popeye. That's what you... Yeah. It's the Popeye no one wanted, but we got. Turns up, eats all your spuds instead of spinach.
Instead of spinach, it's a Guinness.
It just falls asleep in the middle of the floor. Fuck's sake, Popeye.
Who's Bluto? We don't have a Bluto.
What's odd Bluto the dog?
Nah, the boy always fights. Bluto.
Oh.
Isn't he the boy always fights?
I thought he was the dog. No, I'm thinking of Pluto from another thing.
For Popeye, so
What's his wife's name? Olive Oil.
Olive Oil, yeah.
Silly name.
I know, yeah. Anyway, the answer to that question, anonymous, you know who you are, is medium.
There's also another answer.
But I also have a lot of small T-shirts that I need to get rid of.
No, the other answer is you'll wear the T-shirts that don't fit me anymore because I've shrunk them and I give them to you.
Yes, which is perfect.
Yeah.
You know?
But
they're all mediums, right? The ones you've given me are mediums.
Mediums or large. Yeah, well, yes. I don't fit medium anymore.
Medium's fine, but I can't be wearing large and I can't be wearing small anymore. Small is done.
I'm struggling in larges now. I might have to go XL soon.
XL?
Yeah.
Jesus, Tom.
I don't know. Well, it's just the belly, really, that's swelling up.
What are we doing to ourselves?
Living life. That's what we're doing. Living an enjoyable life.
I wasn't at the gym today. People want to know, was Michael at the gym? That's the first question on their minds.
It's the first question we should answer in every podcast. Yes. Did Michael go to the gym and how hungover is Tom out of 10?
Yes, and the answer to that is no, because I don't have fucking time. I had to get the haircut. I had to come here, do the pod, fucking dick around the house.
You had your hair and beauty appointment first and foremost.
Too many things to do, baby.
Yeah.
Too busy. That's your phone.
That's
digging?
my phone. Ignore it.
Right. Could be anyone.
Yeah.
Okay. So
we had another question.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah.
We have a voice question.
Excuse me. Sorry.
From friend of the pod, Sean.
Okay.
Last week, Sean sent us that lovely question about your aerodynamics.
He did.
And your hair. He's got a new one for you.
He has a new one for us.
Let's tune in
now,
to.
Hold on now. I'm trying to here. Listen. I'll get the readers on because I can't fucking see properly without the glasses. The eyesight's failing, Tom. There's no two ways about it. Right. So, what group is it? The Hot Boys of Asturias. Fuck me. There's that many group chats. Here. Hold on a second. I'm gonna say a couple of things. Stop making fucking group chats. All right. There's too many of them. And also, it's confusion. I don't know who's who and what's what.
But I suspect your problem, Michael, is that you don't delete the ones that you used to be in.
Yeah, well then, but then people be popping up on that at some point, telling me something relevant, some relevant information. So, like fucking the boy Sean.
Yeah.
He reignited this group chat that we had from fucking years ago.
Yeah.
Just ask us questions on the pod. You know what I'm saying?
And you're angry about that, aren't you?
I'm not angry about it. I'm just saying it's just a lot, like, you know. And do you know what else annoys me? I'm gonna fucking say this right now.
Yeah.
People out there during the working day,
yeah,
especially on a Friday, pricks who are on the group chat. Now I know it's fun. It's all happy clappy.
Yeah.
Everybody's in good mood. It's Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
But bear in mind the poor pricks like me, who are still at work and having to look at you all goofing about the place and sending each other good time fucking stuff.
TGIF.
Yeah, all this.
You don't like that?
I like it after work. After
Okay.
I finish work, 'cause it's all about me, John.
After the podcast, I'm going to show you how to mute chats in WhatsApp.
Fucking, I tell you what, there'll be some muting going on. Right. Sean. Right. Okay. So Sean, friend of the show, guy from Bristol, but is now in London.
Yes.
Well, actually, he's in Barcelona at the
Mhm.
moment. Okay. All right, Sean. Let's hear you.
Ho 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 ho! New question, big question. Big one. Could you please discuss and decide for me what is the front of the penis? Think about it, chew it over. What is the front of the penis?
Thank you, Sean. Another great question. We have to just before we answer the question, we just saw two naked people. Is that fair to say?
The neighbours opposite
Across
us
the way
came out completely naked.
and like, were we flashed?
I think we were just brutally flashed.
I mean,
Feel violated and insulted.
No, it wasn't anything too vulgar.
No,
but it was definitely
could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse.
A naked moment.
Yes.
Anyway,
the front of the penis.
I'll tell you my first reaction to that question. Mm-hmm. I thought it was, now, to anybody listening here who doesn't want to hear penis talk, fast forward. The bit, kind of under.
Yeah.
Where they sort of beside the balls there.
Yes.
That's the part that I would have thought was the front initially.
Yes.
But then I think about it and I think, well, why isn't it the bit that I'm looking at? I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it perspective matter?
I think it's perspective. I
mean, I think of, like, if my penis was a dinosaur,
yes,
it would be a long neck dinosaur. Like the first one you see in Jurassic Park, not the Velociraptor coming out the cage, the one in the trees walking along.
The boy.
Yeah, Brachiosaurus.
Brachiosaurus.
Yeah. Now, so then I think, well, where's the front of a Brachiosaurus? And it's the chest.
Yes.
Because if it's going to run into something, it's going to chest smash it. So then I in my head, map the Brachiosaurus onto my penis.
Yes.
And I think, well, where's my penis's chest?
And the answer is underneath.
Yeah. So there's the front.
Question. So problem solved.
Yeah, problem solved.
Excellent, Tom.
Sean there with another
banger.
Another banger of question. Suspiciously exam-style questions, which always relate to sexuality.
Yeah, he's and nakedness.
Yes. No, that was because we saw two naked people.
I know, but last week's question was about me getting shaved up. Do you remember?
We'll have a word with him and make sure he's okay. We'll reach out.
I wanted to see me getting shorn, like a sheep.
Shorn by Sean.
Excellent. Was there something else? There was something else. That Sean had.
Oh, yeah, another one
asked, wasn't there? Was
there
two? There was. Okay.
Let's tune back in.
Back to Sean.
Also, my film idea. A man tragically, in like a factory accident, loses the thumb, pinky, and ring finger from both hands, and it's sort of a story about him trying to become the rock paper scissors world champion, but no one knows if he's doing paper or scissors, and that's his hardship, that's his arc.
Oh shit! That was my reply. Just started playing. Oh, Shawnee.
That is a great movie.
I mean, what an unusual movie! Like, huh? The guy's a creative genius.
He's just got the two pointless fingers that don't really do anything. Well, that one's for pointing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But this one, I've never understood what this one's for.
And he's trying to become the Rock. Could you not just use the other hand?
No, he's lost them on both hands. Both hands. Said.
So on both hands, and he just every time they do like paper, he goes scissors this time. He just says it like.
Maybe he'd have to have like a Stephen Hawking style computer and make his selection on that before. And then he turns around and he goes, rock, paper. I don't know why he has to use the voice synthesizer because he's not disabled like Stephen was.
Yeah, I mean, I listen. When we become big Hollywood boyos, when we get big in the LA scene, then we can bring this great idea.
Yeah, we can produce it.
Well, I'd say Christopher Nolan might be interested.
It's a very Nolan-esque storyline, isn't it?
It's up his street.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a lot of lens flare as well. The cinematography would be on point, I think.
Certainly. Absolutely.
And Stephen Hawking can play the guy. No, he's not disabled. Well, no, inclusivity will get Stephen Hawking to play him.
Yes.
It's important for representation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But thank you for your contribution, and don't forget to send us your movie ideas.
Yeah.
And movie ideas is something we're going to continue with over the next while. Along with conspiracies and other such and the like.
Punch Watch, everyone's favourite section.
Everybody's favourite section, Punch Watch.
Us talking about our failing bodies.
Now, there was another thing I wanted to address.
Mm-hmm.
So, we put a poll on the pod last week, asking people to decide what we should do with the public crisp/crisp liquors of this world, right? So let's just have a look at the results here, because I think it's pertinent and important that we check.
Yeah.
Now, wrong pod. So many pods. So, let's have a look. What should be done with people who eat snacks in public? You formulated this question. Now, I wanted to be a bit more specific.
Okay.
I don't mind eating nuts. A man can eat nuts if he wants in public.
Yeah.
It's the crisps I have the problem with.
Just the crisps.
They're munching them. Don't get me started.
Yeah,
right.
You're working yourself up here.
I get worked up.
Michael's standing up as he says this.
Jesus. Right. So, what should be done? Now, the results are in.
Mm-hmm.
The grand total of
10 votes?
7 votes.
Oh, 7 votes. Jesus
We're
Christ.
growing, baby.
Yeah.
We're getting big.
That's growth.
So 29% say steep fine. Another 29% say let them be.
Mm-hmm.
Overwhelming majority say public execution by burning, then extended family imprisonment in a content farm for 3 years.
Yeah. 3 generations, I think.
Three generations.
Did I write years or generations?
I couldn't see the rest of it, so I just made it up.
I don't think your glasses are the right glasses for you.
These glasses are great.
They don't improve your vision. You're still squinting when you wear them.
Do you know why? They're a bit cloudy at the moment. I need to give them a wee bit of a wash, or a bit of a rub.
Okay.
You know?
Yes.
But anyway, overwhelming majority saying that the people need to be taken.
Is there a snack worse than crisps to eat in public?
This is my question. A big sloppy, something that's real sloppy.
Pavlova, maybe.
Pavlova?
Pavlova, yeah.
Crumbling all over the place.
Yeah, and like getting cream in your beard.
Yeah.
That would be a bad one.
This is it. Well, anyway, if you've got any suggestions, listeners, if you got any snack horror stories where you've seen someone and you've gone, Jesus, you've just shaken your head.
Send us your snack horror stories.
Send it in and we will address it. Because it's about time someone did.
Well, a lot of people outed themselves as crisp lickers.
They did.
After we said that.
Yeah, there was a fella there outed himself today.
Yeah, said he felt personally attacked.
He did.
He's the one who's licking crisps.
I know. I mean, he's attacking everyone else.
Yeah.
With that shit.
Do you know what? It's like saying... It's genuinely like saying, I'm a massive racist and I feel personally attacked with all this new equality stuff that's coming up in the media. It's my choice to hate people who are different than me.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Kill yourself. Maybe don't do that.
Okay, Tom, so I think we've reached the end of this podcast.
Yeah, we've reached the end. We've got things to do.
We do.
To sort out. We have to be there at 3 and it's...
What time is it?
I think it's 1 o'clock. It's 1:30.
Okay.
That gives us an hour and a half to sort ourselves out.
Well, you know, we got to sort ourselves out.
Got to powder my nose.
1,000%. You know?
I got
to get myself shaved up.
Got to get my colonic.
Yes. Yes, you do. Certainly do.
Imagine going to a wedding halfway through a colonic. Just getting the doctors to wheel you in. Well, I'm sorry. Sorry I'm late. I was getting my colonic and I just ran out of time. Loads of doctors just pumping shit out.
Don't mind them.
Yeah, don't mind them. Just pretend I'm not here. Oh.
Oh my God, Tom.
This is a silly podcast now.
Oh dear, this has been one of the weirdest ones we've done, I would say, this pod. Anyway, thank you for sparing with us.
Yeah, if you've got this far, apologies.
Yes, thanks again for listening to us and sending us wee questions and feedback and wee words of encouragement.
Don't forget to rate, subscribe and like everything.
Rate, subscribe, like, share it with your granny, your uncle, and your cousin Timmy.
Okay. Bye-bye.
And your auntie as well.
And your auntie.
Your auntie.
Yes.
Your auntie, fucking Gladys, will love the pod.
You can share it with whoever you like. Don't listen to Michael's suggestions about certain named family members.
It specifically has to be Gladys. If you're listening, Gladys.
Are you okay? Do you want me to call someone?
You're our number one fan, and we love you.
Okay, excellent work.
I was just thinking there, I have to trim the eyebrows as well.
I wouldn't risk that on the day of.
No?
No.
All right.
It's like getting a colonic.
All right, cheers for listening. Good luck.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.